Hi everybody, welcome back to Double Team. What?
Sorry.
It's fine, you can move.
Not without making a shit ton of noise, apparently.
Oh, that's fine, that's fine. Welcome back to Double Team. Today we will be discussing the new anime that has come out this season, basically.
Yeah. What we're watching this season, or what we try to watch,
yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, because some have already fallen, apparently. So that's going to be a surprise. So we're going to talk about our first impressions. We've seen 2 to 3 episodes from each, but I guess
so.
we won't spoil major stuff, so I don't think you have to worry about that.
I haven't even watched the same number of episodes for all of them, so...
Yeah, exactly. So it's just going to be first impression, mostly on the first episode, and mostly like the characters and the story so far. So I guess we can go... Yeah. One by one again?
Yeah. I don't have it by alphabetical order, but it doesn't really matter.
No, it doesn't. So, should I start?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'm gonna start with a random one, because I know you're not watching it, and I don't have too much to say about it. So, the first one that I'm watching is 12 Sai Chicchana Mune no Tokimeki. And that one is about a girl who is a teenager, like, just becoming a teenager.
Okay.
It's about 2 girls. They kind of look alike, but they are in their stage where they are getting a boyfriend. So it's more like a slice of life, cute, moe kind of series.
Is it a short form? Or
no, it's full episodes. Yep. There's gonna be 12 episodes, I think. It's not even announced yet on my anime list. But before this series, there was another series with the same name.
No.
But it was, I think it was about other characters. I'm not too sure. I checked out the first episode to kind of see, like, is this a sequel or not or whatever, but it's something different, so it's fine if you watch this one. So just to let people know, because I know people were wondering about that. But yeah, it's just a cute series about girls getting into their teenage years and getting boyfriends and getting to know what kisses are and hugs are and all that cutesy stuff. So it's enjoyable, it's nothing special, but it's fine. So that's my first impression of that one.
We're talking about stuff that's cute. I guess we can talk about Tanaka-kun for a little bit.
Oh,
we watched
Tanaka-kun.
the first... Yeah, Tanaka-kun.
Yeah.
My bad. I'm already senpaiing the guy. We watched the first episode together, but we didn't watch the rest together.
Yep, true.
So I'm wondering what you think at this point, after a couple episodes.
Okay, so Tanaka-kun wa Itsumo Kedaruge is the full name. We watched the first episode together. I remember us thinking it was really cute and funny, but you being afraid of it being repetitive and not as funny anymore, and later on, I guess. I was pleasantly surprised, to be honest. I still like it as much as I enjoyed the first episode, and it was just really, really cute. I like the main character. I like his friends. I like the girls that are getting introduced into it as well. I don't mind them. I don't mind them focusing on the girls either, not only the guys. So, yeah, this is basically just like a cute, lazy anime to watch.
I stand by my first impression of the show. Well, first impression.
Yeah.
Which is, it's cute. It's really pleasant to watch. But the recipe is repetitive to me. I feel like there's nothing behind, like, or further deep down than just him being like that.
Lazy, yeah.
And so for me, like, the repetitive nature of this is the thing that he doesn't want to do because he wants to sleep again and his best friend is just gonna take him.
Yeah.
Like, that is fine by itself, but for me it doesn't carry a 12 or 13 episode show. And I also think that it would, if that's the formula they're going for, which it feels like after this point, because the first couple episodes were like that, even with the new characters, I think it would have worked better to do it short form.
Yeah,
because
I do agree with that, yeah.
It's fine, but it's still a gimmick. So for me, if I want a 20-something minute episode, I need something else besides just small scenes in which the same sort of thing happens. That for me works perfectly well in a 2 or 3 minute show. That you watch that scene and you're like, oh, that was nice.
Yeah.
And then you move on.
I agree. Yeah, I do completely agree with that.
So yeah, but it's cute and it's sweet, but it's like, it's lazy and slow paced. So maybe watch it in bed while you're falling asleep, but not when you're like super hyped and want to watch the anime.
That's true. Okay, so the next one is Bakuon.
Okay,
Are you
that's the
watching
motorcycle
that?
show,
Yeah.
right? No, I'm not watching it.
Oh, okay. I've only seen 2 episodes so far. It's funny. It's more funny than I thought it would be, because people were like, "Oh, this is K-On! With motorcycles." Haha. I've never seen K-On!, so I cannot compare it to K-On! But for me, it's funny, and the characters are like quirky and cute. But not too cute where I'm like, oh no, stop, this is annoying me. So that's a good thing. Because they are driving motorcycles, so they are kind of badass in a way.
Moe girls on motorcycles.
Yeah, that's basically what this series is.
But is it more Moe or more motorcycles?
It's
like,
more
do they
Moe.
get super into motorcycles?
They do, like, the main character gets pretty much into it once she sees, like, the people from the club. Because there's only, like, 2 people in the club or something like that. But she gets into it. She gets her license, basically, because I thought that would be the plot of the show, her getting her license, but she already gets it in, like, a few episodes. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine. But she gets really passionate about it, which is cool. But yeah, it's mostly funny. Like, it's funny bits in the show that amuse me. But again, it's nothing too special. Since the tag said sports, it's not sports at all. It's more like a slice of life and just them being in a club and being interested in motorcycles. It doesn't feel, or it isn't a sports series at all. So that tag you can kind of like...
I know that people have different approaches on that subject, because I've seen people talk about some sports shows that for me aren't sports shows.
Yeah.
Because I think some people, like, if it has something that can be considered a sport, like motorcycles, they consider it a sports anime, and for me it has to have the competitive nature as a focus. Mm-hmm. So, like, Free is right there in the middle, in which, it's like for me, you can call it a sports anime, but that's actually not, like, most of the show, but it still has enough that, for me, it's fine.
Yeah.
Haikyuu and Kuroko are definitely on the sports aspect. Prince of Stride, for me, would probably not be
Prince
as
of
much.
Stride is kind of, like, in the middle, like, Free for me, because it's kind of like the same thing.
For me, it's a little bit more to the right than Free, but other shows that have stuff like that, and, for instance, I'm trying to come up with a good example of something that has it. Well, I guess if you want to go all the way, and I already thought about this today, Summer Wars features a card game, but it's an anime movie. The card game is like a device for the plot, but it's actually not about the card game. For me, that wouldn't be a sports anime. And the same with any other sports. It doesn't have to be a tabletop or something that. Or like the whole having... I don't know, there are things that people usually don't consider sports, but are sports. And that, for me, is still a sports anime if that's the focus. Mm-hmm. So, like, I think that one with shogi, for instance, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. That is, for me, definitely a sports anime, even though it's not a physical sport. But, yeah, for me, it goes down to that, to the time that it's spent. So, I guess, for me, Bakuon wouldn't be a sports anime.
Yeah, I don't think so. Like, they are on their motorcycles, like, the whole time, but they don't race, and they're not competitive about anything at all. So maybe that will still happen. I mean, it's only in the first few episodes. It could happen that they will actually join a race or whatever, so this is just a first impression, who knows.
So for now, it's more slice of life.
It's definitely more slice of life, but
Okay.
It's alright. I don't hate it. It's fine. I like the comedy. So,
I was just trying to understand which part of the spectrum that I think about sports anime as it was.
Yeah.
I might check it out, but not during the season, because I like to watch my moe sometimes, but usually it's not something that I need to watch while it's coming out, so if I feel like a moe show out, I might go for it. Well, we're still talking about moe and cute, so I'll just go with Kuma Miko, which is not as moe and cute as people are expecting when you look at Kuma Miko.
Yep. Kuma Miko looks cute, but it looks so innocent, doesn't it? Like,
it does. Like, you look at the premise, or the opening is super sweet, for instance. And you look at it, and it's like, oh, it's all just gonna be about this girl and the bear, that they're, like, kind of in a bond together due to spiritual shit in temples. And she's a Miko, and he's the bear, like, it comes with the Miko power. I don't know. It's just a thing. But then, like, even on episode 1, you get sorts of humor that I wasn't expecting out of it really fast. You have your slapstick comedy, you have your, like, situational comedy that they're super serious, but for you it's really funny.
Yeah.
And you have, like, really adult comedy sometimes. So
Perverted,
really,
even,
yeah.
kind of. So it's like... But
Yeah.
not the disturbing perverted one.
No, but they refer to sexual things that you wouldn't expect watching the opening of the show, for instance. It's just so odd, and I love it so much.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so into it, and I know that a lot of people are gonna be really into it, and a lot of people aren't, because that's just how comedy works.
Yeah.
But for me, it just hits all of the right buttons, because it's just so strange, and you never know what's gonna happen in the next scene. So, yeah.
It's pretty special. I like it as well. I was already wondering, like, talking about this one before, I was like, it has a seinen tag. Why does it have a seinen tag?
Yeah,
so
I know, right?
I was wondering, like, how? And then I saw the first episode, I was like, oh, okay, that's why.
I mean, I planned to watch it even though I thought it was just gonna be, like, mostly fluff.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't, and I was so happy.
Same. So yeah, if you want a comedy, but more mature, but doesn't look mature, I guess.
Right now, I'm gonna be honest, it's one of my top shows of the season.
Oh, wow.
And it's a good season.
Yeah, it's a good season. True.
It's one of my top shows of the season because every week I just spend the whole time grinning like a fool and trying not to, like, giggle. Because it just makes me so happy to watch it. It's just so stupid.
I like her a lot. Like, the girl is, her character is so
I love
nice.
how the bear just has, like, this... It's not effeminated, but it has, like, his voice has some undertones of, like, being kinda more towards the feminine side. It's not like, I'm not saying it's a gay bear. I'm just saying the way that he talks is very, like, careful and very, oh, machi, like,
true.
you know?
Yeah.
So, it's just so, the whole thing together works very well. I think it's one of those shows that if you took some elements out, it wouldn't work. It's just all of the things together. I think if it was just the two of them, it wouldn't work. If it would just happen in the temple, it wouldn't work. If it was just Machi or just the bear, it wouldn't work.
It's great together. I agree.
It's so good.
It definitely surprised me as well.
I never thought I would make it to my top of the season, ever.
I'm surprised it's in your top, actually, because I don't think it's in my top 3 or 5, but I do enjoy it, so...
It's good.
Okay, next one that I'm watching is Boku no Hero Academia.
Yes, I'm watching it too.
Yay. Okay, so this one, I read the manga, like 10 to 12 chapters. I don't know how many, but from what I've seen already, I've seen everything that's come out. I've already read it, so I mean, I know what's gonna happen, but they have done such a good job doing it from manga to anime. Like, it's adapted so well. I'm so proud of Bones. Like, it's so good. I really enjoyed it. Like, I already liked the manga a lot, so I'm really enjoying this one. And I like the voice actors and how the characters are. And yeah, I like it a lot.
I like it a lot too. I mean, it's very typical Shonen Jump sort of action anime.
Yeah.
But it takes all of those stereotypes and tropes and all of those things and does it so well.
Yeah.
Like,
it works so well.
Is it super groundbreaking? Probably not. But is it a very good version of that? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't read the manga, so I can't really compare. I've heard people say that it takes the manga further and makes it better.
Yeah. I would even say,
For me, it just works so well in anime form. The voice actors are really on point.
Mm-hmm.
All of the emotions going on with the main character. I know they're just in your face. I'm not gonna say they're super subtle about it. Nope. It's a shonen action manga. Anime.
Yeah.
In this case. So yeah, they work. I have cried every single episode up until this point.
I just love how there's also like so many memes you can get out of it. When he was like looking at the computer, be like to his mom.
The faces are amazing. I don't know if it's like that in the manga, but it's
like that in the manga.
It's so good. I have the gif of him just going like this on the computer. It's just like so good.
Yeah, like when I saw that, I was like, oh my god, that's the same like in the manga.
I was
that's
like,
perfect.
I'm gonna use that. every time I'm excited in front of my computer for everything.
Yep. Oh, the faces are great. But yeah.
And just the voice that they got for
All Might?
yeah,
Oh.
All Might is great.
Yep.
And
like
it's
the two voices.
yeah.
Like, yeah.
And it's one of those things that I usually get really, really annoyed at bad English being used in anime.
Okay, yeah.
But not with him. Because they are, like, they created this caricature of that.
Yeah.
Like, the whole point is that he has, like, that very bad perception of what an American is with the accent and all of that. And, like, oh my goodness! Like, it's so exaggerated that it works. If he was, like, all the time using English at the end of the sentences, for instance, I wouldn't buy it.
Yeah.
I hate that sort of quirk. But, yeah, it's just so good. All
It's
of the
really
characters
good,
are really good.
I feel like Shounen just
And the
jumped
pacing
straight
so
into
far has been perfect for me.
Yeah, that's what I was surprised about, because I've only read 10 chapters, I thought I was like, oh, okay, it's going to be 2 or 3 episodes, it's going to be done.
Yeah.
But they're actually taking their time, which is really, really
Yeah,
good.
but it also doesn't feel slow because
No.
there's a lot happening, so...
Oh, that's the thing, they're
and the
going at
music
same...
is gorgeous, it works
Yeah.
so well. Of course, the art is super clean and all of that.
Yeah, the art
There's
is good.
bones and stuff, but yeah, they did a great job so far, and I'm really excited. I don't know if this is supposed to become, like, a very long-running show or not.
I think so.
But if so, I think I would be okay with that. I haven't been on board with a shonen action
Since Hunter x Hunter.
I didn't watch it while it was airing.
Oh, yeah.
So the last time that I was watching something like that was when Bleach was airing.
Oh, okay. What about Soul Eater, though?
I watched it after it was done.
Oh, okay, yeah. Interesting.
So,
Okay.
yeah. Maybe that will become it. So if you feel like that genre specifically, it's a good one. So go for it. If you don't really care for the genre, then...
Yeah, it's typical Shonen
it's not
Jump,
going to
so.
do something super different. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Shonen Jump, exactly. It's like, what do you expect?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go with one that I dropped since we've been talking about very good things so far. So I dropped Endride after 2 episodes, or was it at the beginning of the 3rd? I don't know. I didn't finish the episode in which I dropped it.
I'm not watching it.
The first episode was so bad it's good, kinda. The second episode was just bad. Like, I wasn't making fun of it anymore, so I was like, yeah, you know, it lost the only thing that still had my interest, which was being awful but being funny at it. So, if you haven't watched Endride, it's about one dude that's super into stones, and he touches a special stone, and he gets transported to a different world in which people have swords coming out of their chests like their dicks and stuff.
What?
And that's, like, it happens to him as well, and they spend the whole time saying sentences that can be taken the wrong way.
Okay.
Which is why episode 1 was really funny, because it was like, I can't put it away, I don't know how to do this. And I was like, well... Basically, that was the gist of episode 1. Yeah, and there's this other dude who is, like, the edgiest of edgelords, who was in jail when that guy just popped up. They ran away together, and, like, fantasy ensures, and that's basically it. He still really likes rocks, the other is still really edgy, and the girl that's just going together with them is just all the time going like, they don't pay attention to me. Well, she doesn't really say that, but it feels like she's the extra, and they're just, like, the other 2 guys are the sexual tension going on there. Yeah, other than that, we don't really know that much about the world so far.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't
but
really...
you will never know it.
No,
so.
I will never know, because I honestly, yeah, I remember now I dropped it on episode 3. And I know that because I remember that I was starting to watch episode 3, and I said, I don't remember anything about episode 2.
Oh god, yeah. That's not good.
So if you're planning to watch that, don't watch it. There's just rocks and dick jokes.
If you're into that, you can watch it,
I mean, sure.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna watch it, so...
Yeah.
Let's talk about one that I've dropped, and the only one I've dropped, Ace Attorney.
Oh!
Yeah, I wasn't thinking I would drop this one.
This video's gonna get a lot of upvotes and a lot of downvotes.
I don't care, like, honestly. Ace Attorney was one that I had a lot of hopes for some reason, because, you know, it's a big gaming franchise, and it's really known. So automatically you think they will do a good job because they have to protect the fans of Ace Attorney. I haven't played it. I know what it is about. The title kind of says it as well. Yeah. But I have to say, I saw 2 episodes and I was bored and I didn't like the characters. And it's about this guy trying to be an attorney and having his first job and all of that into that world. But I cannot take him seriously at all. That's the problem. He's just so silly. And when people were dying for actually having a case to talk about, the murders happened with someone that he knew, and he didn't have any feelings. He didn't show any emotion. I was like, are you just like laughing? And it's like, oh yeah, you have a case.
Did you just go, objection?
Yeah, it's like, that's what the series is known for. It's like objection, and that's kind of it. And it's like, I mean, I know you're trying to change a game into an anime, but you can put a bit more emotion and story into it, and not only have the episodic cases, but actually give the guy maybe some development. I mean,
I'll be honest,
that was my problem.
I heard terrible things about it. I just heard that it worked terribly as an anime.
Yeah.
That the animation was really bad.
The animation wasn't good.
And that basically it was the game just transplanted into anime without proper adaptation to the media that it's in. So I'm usually not really into game to anime adaptations.
It depends.
I haven't seen them working super well.
Yeah.
The same with visual novels, especially visual novels. I'd
especially,
say. Usually don't come across very well, so I was kind of on the edge. But I've also never played Ace Attorney, so the thing that keeps some people watching it, I feel like, is either the nostalgia trip or just the fact that they really love the franchise.
Yeah.
Because even people like that I've heard saying, oh no, it's actually really bad, but I'm gonna watch it because I love the thing, and I totally get that.
Yeah. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
I haven't watched it, and I haven't played it, and it's that bad.
I would just say, like, play the games instead. Like, I do want to play the games eventually. I've always wanted to, even before this anime came out. So that's not gonna stop me from not playing it anymore, though. But, anime isn't for me. So,
yeah. Well, another thing that I guess will have mixed reviews so far.
Okay.
Are you watching Re:Zero?
No, it is on my plan to watch because I've heard mixed things about it, so I don't know.
I've heard so many great things that I actually got it on my list because I didn't want to watch it before because I read the synopsis and I was like, this sounds like run-of-the-mill, something that we've seen 20 times, and it's probably going to be pretty decent, but I don't...
Yeah.
It doesn't add that much that I want to watch an extra show.
Yeah.
But reactions were really, really good. Mm-hmm. So I watched it.
See, that is the reaction. I know that I'm gonna
have a lot of hate for saying that, but I understand that it's okay. Like, I would say it's good. I wouldn't even say okay. I understand that it's good and that a lot of people are gonna be into it.
Yeah.
I don't understand where the whole this holy shit, this is amazing thing came from, because it's super typical, like, anime in an alternate world main protagonist meets girl thing.
But
it's like Dungeon or No Game No Life or whatever else has that sort of vibe. And I'm not saying it's as bad or as good as any others. Like, I'm not making a quality comparison. I'm just saying it didn't strike me as anything new at all.
Isn't it by Ufotable, though? Ufotable.
I am not 100% sure, maybe.
I'm pretty sure it is, and I think that's why some, like, fans of the studio are like, oh my god, this is amazing. But
most of those reactions I read were after episode 1, so I figured they would have, like, some sort of grounds to say, oh, this character is really, like, amazing and different. And for me, they felt like
not special,
the same
not new.
As always. Not bad or good, just the same. So, yeah. I guess that's part of my disappointment, that a lot of people really like the main characters, and for me, I'm like, eh. So...
I don't think, like, it is on my plan to watch because it's on Crunchyroll, and I'm like, I might as well.
Yeah.
Since I pay for Crunchyroll, I can actually legally watch it. But I'm afraid that I will, because episode 1 is at 1A and 1B.
Yeah,
on
it's 40
Crunchyroll.
minutes something total.
So it's like
first bulk.
so it's like Facing Night, like how they did that.
Yeah,
kind
it
of.
just works as one, and it was released at the same time. I think.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't want to waste my time, basically. Yeah. So I'm kind of afraid of that.
I mean, as a personal recommendation, not for you guys and what you like. If you don't feel like you have the time and you're just gonna watch it because, then don't.
Yeah, I might watch it later.
If at some point you want to watch it, go for it. But if you're just gonna force yourself, I don't think it's worth it. Like, the main character is your typical, guy that gets transferred to a different world and has no idea what's going on, but is also like, oh, this is kind of like a video game trope. Lol, I'm gonna make fun of this thing. Which has worked before and probably works for this anime. It doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
And the main girl is 90% tsundere and 10% cute. And I need more cute than tsundere in my life. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, I've been done with tsundere since I was a teenager, I think. So,
okay. Well, I'll see. I'll probably watch it later on, I guess, because I feel like this was one of those series where people were like, only at the first episode, be like, oh, this was so good, and afterwards I didn't see any tweets anymore at all.
I don't know, like, it was a really weird,
it was just the first episode, and I was like, okay.
Instant hype, and then gone. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe people are still super into it, and they just aren't talking about it as much, but yeah, that's my first impression of it. I'm sorry if I'm disappointing one.
Okay, which one do I have next? Oh, Bungou Stray Dogs.
Oh, let's talk about that.
Is one that we're both watching.
Yeah.
So, okay. What to say? I really, the thing is, I really, really, really like it because it's in my top 3. I really like the vibe. I really like the characters so much, except for 2 that I hate, which kind of fucks me over because I'm like, this series could be so fucking good. Because the main character is awesome, the other guys are awesome, the voice actors are so good.
Oh yeah, of course. The art is good, the character
the designs look so good, but there's, and also this is about a detective like gang, kinda, you could say.
It's a supernatural detective gang.
Which was,
they solve things that the police can't because they have superpowers.
Yeah, exactly. So that's basically it, and that is a synopsis we've seen before, kind of like Hamatora, which wasn't that good, and then like Concrete Revolution, which wasn't good. So for this one, I was like, oh, I'm probably not gonna like it.
People are gonna burn you down for saying that about Concrete Revolution.
Concrete is so boring. It doesn't make sense at all. I hate the series. Anyways,
I'm just saying,
don't watch season 2.
Don't be surprised.
I'm not watching season 2, just saying. I've completed the first one.
I'm not either, but I'm not going to go and say on camera that it's awful because...
It's awful in my opinion, so whatever. But this one is lots better than Concrete Revolution.
I'd say it's a lot better than Hamatora.
Oh yeah, for sure. It is a lot better. It's just... Hamatora had that problem as well, where they had some characters where I was like, I'm not really too fond of them. So they kind of have the same problems. The only difference is in Bungou Stray Dogs, it's one of the more main characters who's gonna appear a lot that has this sister that is really like, oh, brother, I love you. Let's go away together and so no one can see us, like that creepy level where you're like, I don't need this in this series. The series would be perfect without you. Your character is ruining everything. So that is my major problem with the series. Otherwise, I have no complaints at all. Everything is perfect. But
I feel like, for me, I was expecting something a little bit different, I think, than what I'm getting. Which is not bad. It's just, I think my expectation was more towards a show that took it more seriously,
I guess.
And then I got some comedy more like, well, something that Kegai Sensen sometimes did, actually. In which you get, like, just these silly situations that the main character who is kind of, like, out of the loop gets caught into.
Yeah.
It's good, and it's definitely way better than Hamatora and all of that. But the comedy is pretty hit or miss for me, and that has been kind of holding me back from being all over the show. Like, that's the thing, like, it's not like the show is worse than I thought it was gonna be, it's just, I thought I was gonna be all over the show every week, and I'm kinda not. I'm, like, coolly looking at it from a distance, like, that's nice. But I'm not like, give me all of the characters, you know? So, yeah. But I'm enjoying it. It's definitely one of the most promising of the season. But I do think it has that problem with the comedy in which sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. One of the main characters that I thought I was gonna like a lot has the problem of constantly making suicide jokes.
Oh, I love him. I love him so much.
For me, it was fun the first 2 times, and now I'm like, they're gonna be in a super serious situation, and he's gonna do that, and he's just gonna totally break my immersion.
Yeah, that's the thing, like, you get, I don't know, like, when things happen over and over again, you get annoyed by that easily, don't you? Like,
depends on how it's done.
Yeah.
If it's done, like, I guess it's very subjective to say when I like it and when I don't. For me, it feels like if it's pandering, like if it's like, I know you like this, so have more.
Yeah.
I usually don't like it.
Okay, yeah.
And if it's just part of a bigger thing, and because of that it happens more, usually I'm better at it.
Okay.
So, like, for instance, the fact that Chaika in Chaika has those personality quirks, for me, is really annoying.
Yeah, for me too.
Because it doesn't feel like she had to be like that, it's just like that. If you have characters that always add a certain word or a certain expression at the end of their sentences, that's gonna get me annoyed.
Yeah, same.
But if you have, like, Shinra in Durarara, which was always, like, saying stupid things to Celti, but it was part of their dynamic, for me, that doesn't annoy me at all.
Yeah, that's different, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. I like his character too much, probably because he's also voiced by Mamo. I'm pretty sure it's Mamo who is doing it. I think so, yeah. But just the voice actor doing it and his I like his design a lot. I'm just gonna say that.
Oh,
as well.
yeah.
But
and the main character as well.
Mm-hmm.
He's really sweet, and the art is gorgeous.
Yeah.
I still really like the show. Don't take me wrong. Like, I'm just saying, I thought my reaction was going to be different to it, but I'm still really enjoying it. And Kamiya Hiroshi hasn't shown up yet, so we can't really. He did briefly. He didn't talk, so we don't know where this is going. That can totally change the whole show.
Yep. So I think this one is gonna be nice. I'm just kind of fearing for the end as well. I just want the sisters to die, and then
it's
everything is
gonna happen.
I know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm so sad because of that factor. It might not be one of my top favorites just because of that. But yeah, anyways.
See, that's
happens.
my problem. I wanted it to be a show that I was, like, always gushing about instead of going like, I don't know, this kind of, like, if you have, for me, if I have enough distance to say, this thing kind of doesn't work, then maybe I'm not all over it like I thought I would be. Which didn't happen with Joker Game.
Oh.
I'm super into Joker
It's
Game.
really nice, yeah.
It's so good. I'm really sad that the first 2 episodes didn't come out at the same time. Those should have come out at the same time.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
And like ReZero.
Yeah.
Because it was a whole story, and it was kind of like the prologue, setting up the characters and how they met and all of that.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I finished the first episode, and I had no fucking idea why that guy from the military was there.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, but...
Yeah.
And then episode 2 was like, this is why, and this is the whole aspect of how this spy thing is gonna work.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh! It's so good.
I enjoy it. I enjoy it more than I thought I would, because I didn't know what to expect, honestly.
Yeah.
So I was thinking of something like super serious as well, but I didn't know how the characters would be, like anything. I had no idea. And I also didn't expect it to be episodic at all.
Yeah.
I didn't think that would happen.
I wasn't sure about that either.
Especially with the 2 first episodes, because you think, oh, they're only going to focus on this guy. And then it's like, oh, wait, no, they're actually focusing on all of the guys who are in that organization.
I guess rather than episodic, I would say maybe it's going to be in arcs.
Well, yeah, arcs.
Because I feel like, I think the 3rd episode was episodic. Yep. But I feel like it's going to build up. At least that's the feeling that I get.
Yeah.
It's super serious, but not in a dramatic way. It's just like, these are spies, and this is a real spy thing. We're not making fun of it. No one is gonna have superpowers.
There's a war going on.
Like, these people are actually betraying each other and stuff.
Yeah.
But the whole mood of the show is so well built.
Mm-hmm.
The pacing is slower than most shows that we get,
I guess,
I'd say.
yeah.
But in a I guess I haven't watched Monster enough to talk about it, but something in that vein that is more like seinen than shonen and more like slowly builds up to a climax rather than shooting things at you. There's moments in which there's not a lot going on screen, and that's fine. It's not like it's empty. The smooth jazz and the whole soundtrack
I like that
is
too.
like takes it to another level.
It has that Bakuon vibe kind of in a way, but
it makes it feel like older in a way because of that.
More mature, for sure.
And also like, I guess older in terms of when anime was published.
Yeah.
But the art is also very good, so it feels like both.
It just feels so real that this could actually happen, that it's just, you can actually take the series serious. So
yeah, and I'd say the writing is really well done. It's not something that's super, it didn't jump out instantly to me, but just the fact that the characters feel so genuine in the way that they interact, and there's not over exposition or under exposition about what's going on. Like they talk like real human beings, so I have to attribute that to good writing. Yeah, because they could talk like anime characters and they talk like people. So
true.
So yeah, that for me is probably my number one.
Oh wow! Okay.
Of the show.
Interesting.
A lot of surprises.
Okay, next one I have.
This is gonna be an insanely long video.
Next one I have is Flying Witch.
I'm watching it.
Which is a fun series so far. I was expecting more of it, to be honest.
Yeah?
Yeah, kind of.
Are you disappointed?
The weird thing is, I thought the main character would be the girl with the grey hair. Because she was on the main picture. So I was like, oh, she's gonna be the main witch. But she's not. She's,
not in the picture that I saw.
Yeah, on the picture on AniChart, it was on there. So I guess, but I've noticed they changed the picture. So I mean,
maybe that's
I've only seen so that was kind of confusing because I was like, oh, I like this design of this girl. She has gray hair. She looks nice. And then it's like, no, you're gonna have this little girl with like black hair who's gonna train to be a witch, basically.
Yeah.
But it's cute though. It's cute, and I like the characters so far. Nothing against it. I like the little sister. She's cute.
It's so endearing.
It's nice. I have nothing too bad to say about it, but I think some people might find it boring.
Yeah. That's one of the points that I wanted to make, is that this season we have a lot of shows with different sorts of pacing. And like Joker Game has its own different subset of pacing. Yeah. That's not like Bungo Stray Dogs, for instance, which is just fast paced all the time. Flying Witch is really like calm and almost even throughout the episode. But it's super interesting to me, personally. Because it's a slice of life that just happens to have magic in it. Yeah. Instead of being a show about magic that is also like set in a school or whatever.
Oh yeah. It's not the school setting that is
it's actually just about people living their lives and trying to like figure stuff out. Except it happens that girl is figuring out how to be a witch, but it's not like, that's not on camera all the time. Yeah. It's like she shows up and she has her own, like, she gets lost a lot, but she finds the house and the family and the little girl doesn't remember her anymore. Like, all of these slice of life aspects. And then at the end of the first episode, she just sets out to buy things that she needed after moving to that place. And at some point she's like, yeah, I need a broom, and maybe this will work. And she starts flying, the little kid just goes like... Yeah. And they just go like, oh yeah, we didn't tell you she's a witch and stuff, and she's gonna be practicing from here, but she's also going to school, because she's a normal girl. It's just she pulls like strange things
Sabrina.
Out of the grass sometimes. Yeah, but still less about magic than Sabrina. Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like it's really, really interesting, the balance that it strikes, just because it's so about normal life, and then it happens that there are a couple different things going on, or like different characters showing up, or her just ripping a mandrake out of the grass and stuff like that. But it's, I don't know, it's just so different than the other things that we get. But it is very slow paced. Yeah. It's just a
chill slice of life, I guess, in a way.
So
for me, it's nothing too special, though. Yeah? No, I mean, I enjoy it, watching it. I think it's chill. It is perfect to watch on a Sunday morning. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna watch how this is going. But for me, it's nothing that I will remember.
I think it would be a thing that would appeal mostly to people who like shows like, I guess, Natsume or stuff that has folk tales about Japan.
I don't mind
because
about that.
it has that sort of slow pacing and it introduces like very traditional elements without just being about that. Natsume is a lot more about it, but it's more that sort of thing than like a magical girl show. It doesn't feel like a magical girl show.
No.
It has magic and girls, but it's not a magical girl show. So, it's a slice of life. And if you like cute slice of lives.
Yep. I think it's your turn?
Yeah.
Wait.
I think so too.
Yeah.
So, let's talk about Sakamoto Desu.
Yay!
Please.
Sakamoto is best boy. Best boy of this season. God, he's the coolest.
I am so in love with the opening to that show.
The opening is so good.
I've listened to it on repeat for days. And it's so good.
It's really nice. God. He's just so funny though. His expressions, always staying cool, but like there's nothing happening. Like, what are you doing?
That's the thing. It's the show has this whole aura of being so serious that it makes it so funny. Because he's always impeccable, of course. But just the situations sometimes are really ridiculous, but the way that everything is simple. Drawn and made, and the intense music in the background, is like, it makes it work so well. I don't know how to describe
the comedy.
It. It's just...
like, it's dry. It's a really dry show. Like a dry comedy.
It is, but I usually don't like dry comedy. That's the thing.
But
so I
think it's his character. Because his character is so cool and you cannot take it seriously.
Yeah.
And then you're like, this guy. Like, what is he doing? And then...
I think, like, the best way for me to explain it to people who haven't watched it and who might think this sounds like it's not going to be funny.
Okay.
If you watch Koutetsujou, he's Sebastian in human form going to school. So all of those like very intense low voice yada yada and that sort of thing, you'll get it. That's like his constant state is being like that. It's just he's a teenager in school, but he's always like someone pulls the chair and he's just like sitting like this. And I guess it's Koutetsujou mixed with JoJo poses.
Yes. I was thinking that too.
It's so good.
It is really good.
And the situations are so ridiculous.
Yeah, the situation... Well, they can be ridiculous and it can be so simple that you're like...
Yeah,
how...
that's the thing. It's really simple comedy. Like, when he was with the bullies and he was like doing this to create wind and you're like, what the hell? And all of them start to do it and the music is like super serious because there's a fire going on and you're like... No.
And... like, the comedy reminded me of Gintama and Daily Lives of High School Boys. Turns out it's the same director, so I mean... I guess so much... The comedy is so much like those. If you like that kind of comedy...
Yeah, especially Daily Lives, I guess.
Especially Daily Lives,
because I didn't watch Daily Lives yet, just the first episode. But I watched part of Gintama, like 6 episodes or 7. And I don't feel like it's the same type of
because
comedy.
Gintama is more like parody, but when Gintama doesn't focus on parody, it is kind of like the same
I feel like Gintama
comedy.
is drier.
Oh yeah,
to me.
for sure, yeah.
Like,
yeah, I guess so, yeah.
But that's just my taste in comedy, but I can see the similarities.
Yeah, I can definitely see the director being the same, because it's
everything is drawn so fabulously.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you watch the music video? I'm sorry, I'm just derailing this episode. I don't even care anymore. Do you guys watch the music video for the opening?
No.
We will have to do this.
Okay.
It's the dude singing the song, but all dressed like Sakamoto and replaying scenes of the show. It's the best.
Okay, we're gonna watch that later. You guys should too.
Go watch it. It's on YouTube, probably.
Probably, yeah. Okay, so we both like Sakamoto a lot. For me, that is my number one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that one the most.
I think Joker Game, and then Sakamoto, and maybe Kuma Miko third. That's the thing. I never thought this would be a comedy season for me. Ever.
Yeah.
That's not usually like the things that stick to me.
Yeah,
usually that's
mostly
more like
me,
you. But for me, comedy is doing really well this season.
For me as well, because first is Sakamoto for me, and then second, like Tanaka-kun is there for me as well, because I just can't.
Not for me at all.
It's for me. It's just the dry comedy again that I really like, and then Boku no Hero, which that's my thing. So I really like that. But another show that I'm watching, Mayoiga.
Yes.
Are you watching that as well?
Yes.
So that's the 30 character anime from this season with the bus. So that I know what you're saying about. It's disappointing in a way.
No, I feel guilty because Random has been making me feel guilty about that anime every week.
Why?
Because it's because it was bound to be a bad show based on the studio.
Oh, okay.
And all the time he's the one wanting to watch the shows, and I'm like, no, it's gonna be terrible, and it turns out it's terrible, and this time I did it, so this time it's my fault.
Oh, you said to watch it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And he was like, it's gonna be terrible, and this time he was right.
It was like, it looked so promising in a way, and I was
I should have known it's Thalia Media.
Yeah, and I was like, 30 characters. This is not gonna work with 30 characters, like, not even for a 12-minute show, like, a 12 episode show. I don't know. They tried, I guess.
Yeah. It just feels like a parody of itself.
I don't know, they're trying too hard to have, like, the mystery in it. I feel like every episode they're trying to end it with a cliffhanger, be like, oh my god, something's terrible gonna happen.
Yeah, it's one of those shows that suffers from, there's a lot of anime that suffers from this, but this is a prime example of wanting to be too serious, but also have really silly elements.
Yeah.
And usually that doesn't mesh at all. And like, Brynhilder did that again. That's why
I like Brynhilder though.
That's why Thalia Media is not. Yeah, but the thing is, when you do that, you're not trying to do a mystery show anymore.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like a cliffhanger or a mystery or anything anymore.
Well, yeah. Honestly, like, Brynhilder I couldn't take seriously.
But that's the thing. But they take themselves seriously. Yeah. And that's the problem. That's what breaks it for me. Because if it was just to be stupid, then fine.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, I knew from episode 1 that I would probably not be into it because the characters are too quirky. They're all too special. Like, all of them
have their tropes.
They're trying to make all of them so unique because there's 30 of them.
Yeah, exactly. So
that it doesn't
be like,
work
oh, that's
because
that guy.
none of that feels like something plausible, or any conversation feels like something normal to happen. Like, it's the same, like, they tried to do they tried to make the driver someone that was more down to earth and seriously, and suddenly he was just like with the stupidest face going like, we should all kill ourselves together then, and I'm like, you just lost everything.
Yeah.
that we were still
all you had, it's gone.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's disappointing, and then I'm gonna keep watching though, because I'm kind of curious how they will do it.
Yeah, I'm curious to see when it's gonna derail how big of a flame it is.
Yeah.
that's the kind of thing that I'm aiming for. Because I'm enjoying watching it, but I'm not enjoying it because it's good.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah. Unlike Endride, it's bad because it's good because it's bad.
Yeah.
But
I agree.
Yeah, I have no hopes for this to be a show that holds up at all.
Nope.
Love Pun, worst girl.
Oh, yeah.
Lion, best girl. Because she's the only one who doesn't speak enough to say stupid shit all the time.
That's true, I guess.
Anyway, if we're gonna talk about train wrecks, then my next one is Big Order.
Oh, I didn't watch that one. Oh, I'm glad I didn't watch it.
No, you should watch it because it's the best train wreck of the season. If out of these, I think I said 3 terrible shows of the season.
Yeah.
If out of these 3 you only have time for one, and it has to be the best type of bad, this is it.
Really?
Big Order.
Okay, what is it about?
It's written by the same guy who wrote Mirai Nikki, which I think you didn't watch because you're not into that sort of stuff.
No, yeah.
Mirai Nikki is not known to be very good. This is basically Mirai Nikki crossed with Code Geass, I guess, because the main girl is the same. It's like again.
Okay.
With her yandere things.
Trying to kill people.
The main guy is kind of like the same guy, but he's also like...
What, like Lelouch, or...
Like the same guy from Mirai Nikki
Mirai
crossed
Nikki.
with Lelouch, because his power, he's order power! They yell order every time they activate their powers because they're orders.
Because it's a big order.
No, it's the name of it's the whole thing. They're
Okay.
orders, therefore they yell order to activate their order power.
Okay.
His order power is he can give orders to people. I know, I'm making this sound so good, right? And they can't defy him, so he's basically Lelouch.
Oh, God.
And he has a sister, and he wants to save his sister. That's the idea. And that's why suddenly he will use his power that he didn't want to use because he was very broken inside, because his power caused something to happen years ago and whatever.
Okay. And the girl wants to kill him, or?
Well, she wanted to kill him because he caused that thing years ago.
Oh, okay.
This is all in the first episode, don't worry, I'm not spoiling anything important.
Mm-hmm.
She will tell you in the first episode that she wants to murder him.
Yeah.
But he ordered her to not be able to hurt him or the sister anymore and stuff.
Okay.
And then they were talking casually, and he forgot that he still had his order activated, so he kind of ordered her to marry him, and so... So that's the thing. But now he orders everybody around, because he just used his power on all of the other orders that were like, you're gonna create a new country for us, because we want to be in power, because we are more powerful than normal human beings, so we're gonna invade Japan from inside and take over everything, and you're gonna be our king. And he was like, yes, and now I'm
Yes.
gonna boss you guys around because this is my super...
God. Okay.
Really? Do yourself Oh! The best part? You have these really intense, like, cringy scenes.
Okay.
It has smooth jazz throughout the entire time. They're fighting, there's people, like, he's sticking stuff inside people's necks to take over them. The girl sounds like she's having an orgasm, and you have smooth jazz, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? I should just add that some people working on this show worked for Boku no Pico, so...
Oh, God, okay.
It's just... Look, it has all of the things that you could want in something that's just...
Yeah.
It's the worst thing ever, and it's perfect. And it's actually one of the shows that I look forward to watching each week right now, because it's so much fun to piss on it.
Oh, man. Oh, God. Do I want to watch it? I don't know.
Look, for me it was like, I dropped Endride because it was that bad, so I can at least keep watching the order.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
What else do we have? I know that this episode is gonna be the biggest episode ever.
Probably.
But
So, I'm watching Shounen Maid.
How is it?
It's funny, actually. I actually enjoy it. I thought it would be worse, because I thought it would be disturbing, the kid being a maid, basically. But, it's about this kid that his mom dies. First episode, that's basically how it starts.
Mm-hmm.
And he needs to find another home. And then he's like, oh, I'm your uncle. A guy comes in and he's like, you can come live with me because I'm your relative, like one of your only relatives. And he doesn't want to. And then he sees his uncle's house and he's like, oh my God, this house is terrible. I'm going to clean all of it. So the kid cleans all of it. And the uncle is like, okay, I know you don't want to live here, but if you like cleaning, we can do a pact. You can clean here and you can live here. And he's like, okay, cool. So that's kind of that's the whole story basically of the first episode. It's so silly that I actually really liked it because I was like, oh God, this is over the top. This doesn't make any sense, but it's funny and I kind of like the characters. So it's fine.
It's not a short form, right?
Nope, it's a normal
There's
series.
a lot of shows this season that I would think were short forms and aren't.
Same.
So, yeah.
But yeah, it's fine.
I do have a short form.
Which one?
Space Patrol Luluco.
Oh, I dropped that one.
You did?
Yeah.
I actually am enjoying it a lot.
I dropped it because I have this problem with Trigger that the animation really annoys me. I cannot...
okay.
I don't know why.
I can see that.
Because, I don't know, I just can't do it. Like, I appreciate them doing the animation and being more special and different from other ones, but it just really annoys me for some reason. And also the character was annoying me as well. Mm-hmm. So I gave it a shot. I gave it 2 episodes, but I was like, I cannot do this. So
for me, that's one of the examples of it has everything that I would hate on a show. There was a long form, but since it's a short form, then
you don't care. It's fine. Yeah.
Because I can just watch it and I have enough fun.
Yeah.
It's not the best thing ever, but it also gives me enough to keep watching. So, I don't know. It's silly. It's very silly. It's very Trigger.
Yeah.
If you've watched anything trigger, like, I guess, which ones are
Kill
more
la
similar
Kill.
to this? Yeah, Kill la Kill.
It's just...
I guess panty and stocking, that sort of stuff, then this is for you. Otherwise,
it's silly.
It's really not.
I have one more. I think.
Okay.
Which, wait, do I have one more? Yes, I have one more.
I have two more, but I think one of them is yours.
No, I don't think so,
No?
because mine is Super Lovers.
Oh, no, it really isn't. Tell us about Super Lovers, Thalia.
Oh god, I'm watching this with Abby for the podcast, because we
and
were
are
like...
you enjoying it?
It's so weird, I don't know. It's not, like, if people have seen Love Stage, it's not that cringy and not as like, oh my god, what's happening? This is wrong. It's not as bad as Love Stage. I'm kind of enjoying it, because I actually liked Love Stage in a weird way. So, don't judge me. I liked it. But I didn't love it. I liked it, okay? Like, I don't want people to be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But it's... Nothing bad happened so far. I'm gonna say it like that. Like, I've seen 3 episodes and nothing bad or cringy has happened where I was like, oh my god, no.
Yeah.
So, for me, that's already okay. And there's actually a story in this, which also was like, okay, it's not just in Shounen Ai to be like, oh, here's some boys, let's throw them on each other. That stuff. But I don't really want to go into detail, but I'm just gonna say it's not too cringy. It's okay. I've seen worse, so...
Alright.
That's it.
So I'm watching more shows than you this season, seems like.
Yeah,
That's
the thing
weird.
is I had more on my plan to watch, but ReZero was on my plan to watch, and then Ace Attorney, well, no, other ones actually, that you mentioned before.
And probably Kabaneri, which I'm mentioning now.
Yeah, but I don't think that's for me, I don't know.
Yeah, it's probably not. Kabaneri, like, let's just do it quite simply and very fast. It's basically Attack on Titan with a different skin.
Oh, it's the Attack on Trains.
Attack on Trains, that's what it's been called, yes.
Attack on Trains, yeah.
And part of the reason why, besides it being like a humanity is on the verge of extinction, because reason X, in this case it's zombies. It's a zombie kind of thing.
Oh, I don't like zombies, so that's good. I don't know which
yeah. Most of the team that's working on this worked on Attack on Titan. It's Hiroyuki Sawano, so it's the same sort of music. Like, so it feels like Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
But not in a bad way.
Okay.
Like, so it's good. It has everything that Attack on Titan did well, with a different premise.
Vibe, and yeah.
I wouldn't say the vibe is too different, honestly.
No?
It kind of feels the same way.
Okay.
I just feel like so far... I'm really interested in the way that they reskinned it to do this thing. The main character seems more compelling to me than the Attack on Titan main character.
Yeah, I can see that.
One of the girls that showed up in the first episode is a freaking badass, and I
like
that.
Mikasa?
It's not the same style.
Okay.
She is more like talkative and cutesy.
That's good, because
not like cute, but
Yeah,
she's more that sort of girl that shows up like with a lollipop and goes like, these guys are kind of stupid, and you know, she's more like higher up here. Mikasa,
she's just badass and doesn't talk a lot.
Yeah, I mean, let's not get into Attack on Titan.
Yeah, but I was wondering because I don't want
some things about Attack on Titan.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, I wanted to watch it, but I don't want it to be a complete like copy of Attack on Titan.
It's not. It doesn't. It's not a rip-off. It just has the same vibe and the same appeal.
Okay.
That's how it feels to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good. It looks really good. It sounds really good.
Okay.
It's really interesting. What else did I have to say about it? I don't think anything too special besides that, honestly. I really like it. It's one of the shows that I'm liking the most so far. It's really well done. It's just for that sort of audience. So if you've watched or heard about Attack on Titan, and if you want something like that maybe will be better. Who knows?
Yeah.
It's got me captivated, and I want to watch more every week. So I'm really interested in it.
That's interesting, because I wanted to watch it too. But the thing is, Attack on Titan has that level of blood that I can take. But if they go higher than that...
So far, it's about the same.
Okay, if it's about the same, I can handle it, and I do want to watch it. But this is the kind of show where I want to wait till the end, see what people think, and tell me if I can watch it or not. And then
sounds fair.
And then I'm gonna watch it, because I have heard a lot of good things about this one.
Yeah. It's really nice.
Yeah, so
I really
do
like
wanna
the whole...
watch
I think it's the combination of the theme really that makes it that much different.
it.
Because you have the whole zombie thing, but you also have a lot of... It's kind of like steampunk, I guess. You have a lot of steam-based stuff, and of course the trains.
Yeah.
So it's basically steampunk in a feudal Japan, in which you still have like all of those people looking like samurais that boss other people around. So it's a mix of that, of like feudal Japan with steampunk, and then there's zombies. So so far I'm really interested.
Levi. This is not on purpose, by the way.
There's only one more, so I think we already have a super big episode anyway.
Yeah,
so
1 hour.
We should probably timestamp everything and tell people.
Oh yeah, I will definitely timestamp everything. Yeah.
I mean, for me it's fine because we haven't had a season that was this exciting and eventful in a very long time. We usually spoke about like 5 shows each, and this time is not. Last one, Kiznaiver.
That was one I was interested in as well. But
it's being pushed super hard, so everybody heard about it. It was on top of Crunchyroll. It had posters all over the place. Yeah. It's like, I love how it looks. The premise is really interesting. It's a really odd show. So the premise...
Wasn't it horror?
It's not horror at all.
What is it? Because I can't remember.
The basis of the show is that you have this main character that doesn't really feel pain or have that many emotions going on.
Okay.
But he's kidnapped in episode 1 with a lot of other people from the same class that all of them are different. Some are like the bullies, some of them are like the higher whatever. Have a group of people. And they're kidnapped and they wake up and they have like this scar. And they realize throughout the episode 1 that they are bound by their pain. So if one of them feels pain, the others will feel it as well.
Oh.
And it's kind of like a social experiment to see how people connect.
That's interesting.
Like through pain. Because all of them are so different. And some of them are like the nasty people in class, and some of them are the super smart asses and all of that. So it's just like a way in which a lot of very different characters were thrown together.
Yeah.
So, it's just so weird. Because the characters are very quirky, and even though you have all of this, they're bound by pain thing, it's not a dark, intense show.
Okay.
It's a pretty lightheaded, funny show, at the same time that is really odd.
Okay.
So, I love the art, most of all. I think it looks amazing.
Yeah, the posters already looked like very nice
really,
and interesting.
Really nice.
So.
And I'm just, at this point, I'm just curious. I don't know what to say more about it just because it's such a complicated premise. And I don't feel like with a couple of episodes I have a notion of where the show is trying to go with it.
Yeah.
So far we just know that all of these different people right now can't really get away from each other in life. So
yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I like it. It's interesting.
Is it gory or something? Can I take it? Or is it just...
we have 0 gore so far.
Okay, so
it's not...
It's more about their emotions.
That's not the type of thing it's going for. Okay. I wouldn't even say it's psychological. It's really not a heavy show so far.
Oh, okay.
It deals with some heavy themes, like the fact that the main character is not very emotionally connected to anything. That sort of stuff. But it doesn't deal with any of that in a heavy way.
Okay.
So, I think you'd be totally fine watching it. Okay. Really.
Interesting. I might watch it then.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're done.
We're done.
A very big episode. Probably our biggest so far.
I think so as well. It's kind of like a live stream, so I hope you enjoyed this.
Maybe we should have done a live stream for this.
What?
Maybe we should have done a live stream for this.
No, it's fine. This is to make up
Watch our stuff.
This is to make up because we didn't have 2 episodes
That's
or 1
true.
episode. So you have
It was totally planned like this. It's just we were gonna cut the episode, but we didn't have the chance to before to record, so we're gonna release everything together instead of 2 weeks.
Exactly.
Okay.
Alright.
We're done.
We're done, yep.
We hope we liked it.
Yeah. If you got to this point, if you got to this point, thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.
This means a lot to us, but you can look forward to a Q&A for the next video. So that's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
I hope you will enjoy it. And that is it. So
That's
we will
it.
see you soon.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.